Good afternoon, everyone. This is me, Manya Gupta, your tech host. And the bulletin of the day starts with HP launches Omain 35L gaming desktop in India, starting at 1,39,999. Xiaomi rolls out Android 15-based HyperOS 2. OpenAI launches ChatGPT desktop app for free users on Windows. On Google adds scam detection and live threat protection features to Pixel devices. Indian leaders embrace generative AI for transformation amid challenges. Then about Uber introduces instant payments for drivers, offers new features in India, and finally on Vivo Y300 5G set to launch in India on November 21. So in the previous quiz, we asked you which company created the Linux operating system. The answer is Free Software Foundation. Now it's time for a daily tech question. Here's the one today. .mov extension refers to which kind of file? Confident you got the answer? Drop your guess in the comments below. Tune into tomorrow's bulletin to find out if you nailed it. Stay tuned. So let's start with the news section. Our first news is about HP, which has unveiled the Omain 35L gaming desktop in India, offering a blend of high performance and customization. Starting at 1,39,999, it is now available on the HP online store. Powered by a 14th generation Intel Core i7-14700F processor and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 graphics, the Omain is designed for gamers seeking flexibility in upgrades and personalization. Desktop supports memory and GPU upgrades and features the Omain Gaming Hub for system performance tuning, overclocking, real-time monitoring and RGB lighting control as well. Enhanced thermal management includes two 140mm ARGB fans and 240mm liquid cooling system. Key specifications include 16GB DDR5 RAM, 1TB SSD storage, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, variety of ports for seamless connectivity. So Omain brand components are expected to launch early next year, enhancing desktop's customization options. Next, we have Xiaomi, which has announced the global rollout schedule for its Android 15-based HyperOS 2, bringing enhanced performance and advanced AI capabilities to a range of devices. Starting this November, update will first arrive for models like Xiaomi Mi-X Flip, Xiaomi 14 series, Redmi Note 13 series, and Poco F6 Pro and Xiaomi Pad 6s Pro included. So in December, popular devices such as Xiaomi 13 series, Redmi Note 12 Pro, Poco F5 Pro will join the list, alongside tablets and smartwatches. HyperOS 2 update focuses on improved system performance through its core pillars, HyperCore, HyperConnect, and HyperAI, offering features like AI-powered tools, real-time translations, generative image editing, and AI-assisted writing. So with cross-platform optimization extended to wearables, TVs, Xiaomi plans to update more devices in 2025, ensuring its ecosystem remains cutting-edge and user-friendly. Our next news is about OpenAI, which has expanded access to ChatGPT desktop app for Windows, now available to free tier users. Previously, the app was only accessible to Education Enterprise or Plus subscribers. Desktop version mirrors the web app's features, allowing users to ask questions, upload files, summarize text, generate images, access custom GPTs. Free-tier users can also use the advanced voice mode through its limited few minutes each month. App introduces several new keyboard shortcuts such as opening a new chat, copying the last response, toggling the sidebar and deleting conversations. Users can also quickly open the app using Alt plus space key combination. Additionally, the app enables users to take screenshots and share them with ChatGPT for analysis. Available on both Windows 10 and 11, the app can be downloaded from Microsoft Store or directly from OpenAI website. A similar update has been made to the Mac OS version, adding the ability to pair ChatGPT with Terminal or IDE to assist with code troubleshooting. Next, we have about Google, which has rolled out two new safety features for Pixel 6 and later devices, aiming to enhance protection against scam calls and malware. So the features include scam detection and Google Play Protect, live threat detection. Leverage advanced AI to provide real-time security for the users. Scam detection feature identifies fraudulent calls by analyzing conversation patterns, such as fake claims from banks demanding immediate transfers. So if flagged, the device alerts users with visual haptic signals. Users can activate or disable this feature in the phone app setting, and all processing occurs on device to ensure privacy. Next, Google Play Protect scans apps for malware or suspicious activity, focusing on threats like stalkerware. It continuously monitors app behavior to detect harmful patterns, protecting users from apps that may lie dormant before engaging in malicious activities. Initially exclusive to Pixel phones, Google plans to extend these features to more Android devices in the future soon. Now let us talk about Indian leaders who are shifting from experimenting with generative AI to integrating it into long-term strategies for business growth, compliance, and sustainability. Revealed by a study by NTT Data. Nearly 96% of the CEOs foresee a material impact by 2025, with top use cases including fraud detection, quality control, and process automation. So while 95% have defined AI strategies, 37% yet align with these business goals. Key hurdles included lack of skilled employees, legacy infrastructure, user resistance, and unclear government regulations, which 81% believe hinder AI adoption. Despite challenges, over half of organizations plan employee training, and most leaders are optimistic about AI's transformative potential, emphasizing ethical integration to balance innovation and responsibility. Then we have Uber, which has rolled out a new feature allowing drivers in India to instantly cash out their earnings up to 4 times a day, addressing the issue of drivers requesting cash instead of online payments. So the instant payment feature offers access to digital earnings within 5 seconds, surpassing the industry standard of cashing out up to 3 times a week. So Uber's president for India and South Asia, Prabhajit Singh, unveiled the feature in New Delhi, highlighting that India now has the second largest driver base globally with over 10 lakh drivers. Company also introduces new driver-first features such as safety-focused audio recordings, helmet selfies, and the option for female drivers to accept only female riders. Additionally, Uber revamped its earning page to offer drivers a clearer, more personalized breakdown of their earnings. So in support of India's social security reforms for gig workers, Uber announced cash incentives for the first 10,000 drivers who registered on the government's e-Shram portal, aligning with the Code on Social Security, which mandates platform contributions to a welfare fund of gig workers. Last but not the least, let's talk about Vivo, which is all set to launch its new mid-budget smartphone, the Y300 5G in India on November 21. The phone will feature a 6.67-inch FHD plus AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and will be powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 4 Gen 2 processor. Device will offer up to 12GB of RAM, 512GB of storage. A 5000 mAh battery with 80-watt fast charging will ensure long-lasting performance. So the Y300 5G will also include a dual camera setup with a 50-megapixel primary sensor, 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, along with 32-megapixel front camera for selfies. Running on FunTouch OS based on Android 14, the phone will be available in black, green, silver color variants. So while the pricing is yet to be confirmed, it is expected to target the mid-budget segment, offering premium features at a competitive price. So this was all for today. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe IT Voice for more tech updates. Thank you.